This is Charles Kao with Travel Mall TV at ITB Asia, Singapore, with Andre Vandermark, who's the general manager of KHIRI Travel, Thailand.
Correct.
How are you?
Very good, very good. Thank you for being with us in our stand. KHIRI Travel is an inbound tour operator that has been around for the last 20 years. We're present in 5 countries at the moment: Thailand, Laos, Myanmar, Vietnam, and Cambodia. Myanmar is our latest edition. We opened up last year. It's grown extremely well. So after 20 years, KHIRI is going on a whole new path. Since September, we have activated our game changer, which means that with our new logo, as you have seen before, our new look and feel, we're really going to rock and roll the market. As we say it, we're actively trying to increase our base for new agents. We're looking for new agents around the world in different markets, such as Australia and UK, Southern America markets. And the feel of the company has changed in that sense that every country is now individually operated by a strong and energetic young team. Every country has their own general manager. They're all responsible for all their own actions.
Rather than being centralized.
Rather than being centralized, which it was before. So every country can put in their own products, strong contracting teams as well, be much more innovative with new products, with launching new products, find their own matching partners, because a partner that might want to work with Thailand might not always be the right partner for Vietnam or Cambodia, and the other way around. So everyone is really responsible for their own bottom line. Doesn't mean that we don't work together. We do. On the contrary, every 3-4 months we have our KHIRI Growth Forum where all the top managers come together in one of our destinations. We spend 2 days together being creative, like a think tank, coming out with new ideas, of course discussing how we can use our best practices from the different countries. And our CEO, Mr. Willem Niemeyer, is the kind of, linking pin in all that, and he's the energetic force behind all these changes. And he is close to my office in Thailand, in the head office, but it's good for the country managers also to see him every 3-4 months. And of course he does a lot of traveling in the regions to go and see our different offices. I mean, in the end we already have 11 offices, with the opening of the Phuket office just now recently, and I'm sure other countries, especially Myanmar, probably will be new offices as well in the future, because it's a very fast growing destination. We are very much specialized in tailor-made travel to the greater Mekong region, as well as group adventure tours, incentive and MICE. Our strong points are that the different countries individually work independently as well. So we're not centralized but decentralized, which gives every country their own strength of tailor-making their own tours and trips for our clients. Main clientele is from Europe and the Americas, and at the moment we are very actively looking forward to expand in many new markets, amongst others Australia, UK, and also the regional inter-Asian traveling.
Andre, a lot of people use that expression tailor-made, and I'm sure you know as well as I, some use it like hello, but there's tailor-made and there's tailor-made. Can you get a little more in depth? Say that I'm a travel agency in the United States, okay, and I have a luxury FIT of somebody who wants to see the main basic sites, but also see something out of the way. For example, they've been to Bangkok before. They've seen the floating market. They've seen all the temples. But they still feel they're going to come here for business and want to see something more. They've been to Chiang Mai but want to see more. Would you have something that you could do for them?
One of our strong points with KHIRI is that we very much like to think out of the box. We want to be innovative. So every country has a very strong product and contracting department, and where we constantly look for new products. Amongst others, in Bangkok, for example, we have a walking tour where you go with the guide with an iPad, where you have photos from, let's say, 100 years back in black and white, and the guide tells and shows the building how it is now, of Kuala Lumpur train station, of the palaces, etc., etc., rather than a basic Klong tour or a visit to the Grand Palace. In Chiang Mai, for example, we do trekkings up to the north in the different villages over there. We have 1, 2, and 3 day trekkings where we try to combine also the community-based travel. So we go and visit some local villages where you spend the night with the locals, where you cook together with the families. In the morning you go to the market with the wife of the family to buy their own ingredients. So you get a bit more unique.
Now, if I want to do that, I love all of that, but my client says, but Andre, they like to still the comfort of a 5-star hotel at night.
Yeah, that's not an issue. So we make it a 1-day luxury excursion, but we come back to Chiang Mai, maybe to the Chetty, maybe to the 137 Pillar House of the Silver Needle Group. Very nice new hotel that we're using as well for our upper market clients. And that's the strong point, because we're using a turnaround of 24 hours. So whatever the client comes up with their wishes and their ideas, we can combine that, and we can really tailor-make a perfect itinerary to their ultimate wishes.
Let's talk about Thailand in general. We know about the main destinations. I mentioned 2 of them. Phuket, of course. You got Koh Samui and things. What are the latest destinations in Thailand that you think has potential for foreign visitors?
Well, what we have lately done, in June we've opened up our 3rd office in Thailand, actually in Phuket. And the main reason for that was, or is actually, that we want to explore more in the south as well, because the destinations we just discussed are very much round-trip classical destinations, Ayutthaya, Sukhothai, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, and we want to offer more than just beach stays in Phuket or Khao Lak. We have a Swiss national there running the office for us, who is now very much looking in trying to find new unique experiences. For example, we have a homestay in the area of Suratani, which is a community-based project as well. We go over there. We're looking to do something with Khao Lak, still with the tsunami victims, people that we go to a local school, which we include in our tours. We have a partner in Holland called Riksha Travel. They're very much into offering those kind of trips to their clients as well, because we feel with our partners, such unique partners, that clients are more and more looking for an off-the-beaten track, special, unique experience, rather than just spending 2 weeks on the beach and do nothing. And of course we also have a PP Island tour. We still go to Phang Nga as well, but that is, less and less and less, and more people want something truly unique. Also, even when they just stay on the beach, they might want to have 1 or 2 days unique experience. Correct?
Let's talk to your colleague from Myanmar. That's a really upcoming destination. Edwin Brills, General Manager of KHIRI Travel Myanmar. Edwin, Myanmar is so hot right now since it kind of cleaned itself up politically, and everybody wants to visit it. What is KHIRI doing? What are you doing to offer interesting visits?
KHIRI Travel has started different trips in Myanmar. Like as you said, Myanmar is very popular at the moment, and people want to see the real country, experience the real people. So KHIRI Travel has been developing new packages whereby we show not only the highlights, but also the things after the highlights. Like we have a new interesting biking trip. On arrival in Heho Airport, we go by mountain bike downhill for 2 hours towards India Lake, while the luggage is transferred separately.
I imagine in Myanmar, it's not like many of the other countries in Southeast Asia where you would have a ton of cars or motor scooters. The roads are, how would you describe the roads on that trail?
It's like the infrastructure is a bit limited indeed, but like that's the challenge, and sometimes also that's the charm of traveling in the country. For people coming to Myanmar, it's as if time stood still. People often compare it to Thailand 40 years ago. It's a charming destination. People go there to visit the local population, and there are enough cars to go from A to B. The roads are good enough to go from A to B. It's not that you're...
But it's not, the traffic is still reasonable?
Yes, the traffic is reasonable, it's easy to, there's domestic flights everywhere, there's enough cars, there's good cars nowadays. There's hotels everywhere, and the hotels are actually quite high standard.
Which market are you finding the most interest for your company, for KHIRI Travel, for Myanmar?
For KHIRI Travel, I never like to look at geographical markets. I like to look at what's the way people travel. How do people travel? What are they looking for? So we want to have clients who are culturally interested in the country, who have a genuine interest in culture, in nature, in discovering the real place. So that can be high-end clients, 5-star, or it can be like 2-star, 3-star clients, as long as they really want to travel throughout the country and see what the destination is about, what the country is about, what the culture is about.
One of the things that I know from past experience is that these customized travel arrangements can get, well, involves a lot of work for knowledgeable people to plan it out, to quote it, and then after that, that's the changes can kill you. So your costs are very high to operate versus your canned trip. How do you deal with that? You know, because you know the changes are going to happen, and you have to run a profitable business. So how do you deal? What's your policy on quotes?
Actually, it's very easy. We have different modules and different packages which have been quoted all separately. So we can very easily make a quote and show it to the client, like these are the cost for your transfer, the cost for your excursion, the cost for the hotel, for the flight, for everything. So any tour operator can easily have real insight in the cost and see if they want to take something out or change something, how that would change the price.
And they could sometimes do it that costing themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, we send an Excel sheet with our pricing, plus all the tariffs, and they can.
So you can offer these personalized experiences without the previous, heavy expense of hand-holding for changing things.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, of course there are changes, but I think that's normal. Like, if you're doing the tailor-made business, that's normal. I'm happy to do it.
Edwin Brills, General Manager, KHIRI Travel, Myanmar. Thank you.
Thank you.